Well, there she is. That's the off-grid cabin in Alaska that I just essentially spent my life savings on. Nobody has lived here for years, and Kay and I are about to move our family, 9 of us, into this off-grid cabin. Over the past few weeks, we have packed up our entire life. We've sold animals, sold our farm equipment, and many of you have been watching along on YouTube as we prepare to move out here to Alaska. What you haven't seen, this cabin and how we got here. So we purchased this cabin a few months ago, but this story, it really begins 15 years ago. Back when my first son was born, Kay, my wife, and I decided that we wanted to find a little piece of property and start an off-grid homestead. But we didn't have enough money to go and do that. So we went to the bank. I was a construction worker. I didn't have a whole lot of money. Work was not always steady. And she said, you know, you guys are a round peg in a square hole. We didn't get the loan. We weren't able to buy our property. We never started that off-grid homestead. But we also didn't give up on the dream. We were fortunate. Thanks to some help from our family, we always had a place to live, and we even had the opportunity to homestead on a couple different properties, manage a few different farms, and that helped us get to where we are today. A lot of you have been following our journey over the last decade plus that we've been homesteading, managing farms. Every year that passed, we kept that dream alive, that one day we would find our own place, our own property that we could get ourselves and start our family's homestead. A couple of months ago, I got a phone call. Somebody I had met during my time in Alaska had a cabin for sale. They wanted to know if Kay and I wanted to buy it. The round peg had finally found the right hole. And that sounds way more inappropriate as I'm saying it out loud. The cabin sounded really good, but I knew better than to buy it sight unseen, 4,000 plus miles away. We had to go and see the cabin. So my son and I hopped on a plane and we flew out to Alaska. All right, we just made it to Alaska. We are beginning our drive to the cabin. We got probably 4 hours to go. Oh, is that an eagle? Is that a bald eagle?
I can't see.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, that was great. So we just made it to Alaska. We've not seen the cabin before. We just have pictures. This is our first morning in, and man, beautiful sunrise over the mountains, just gorgeous. We have been traveling now. Oh man, it's like a 24-hour non-stop traveling. Our day began back at our farm, packing up in Pennsylvania. We drove to the airport, got on the plane, we flew out to Seattle. Then from Seattle, we got on another plane, we flew out to Anchorage, and slept on the floor of the Anchorage airport for 5 hours while we were waiting for this rental car. Now we've been driving from Anchorage. We are an hour away. I am so tired. We had to stop and do a little grocery shopping. It's like a 24-hour marathon of travel, but we're an hour away from seeing the cabin, so exciting. All right, a couple minutes away. Bumpy dirt road. Whoa, hello. I'm getting that same feeling that I had when we went and saw the dreaded A-frame for the first time. Far, bumpy road, a lot of potholes, and way out kind of in the middle of nowhere, and gives you that same feeling like, ooh, we're going in, and this is off-grid. Here we go. I just gotta remember, boy, this is nice. I like this. This is like...
You will arrive at your destination.
Almost there. Ooh, I'm nervous. Oh. Oh man, it's so cute. I mean, yeah, it's like, it's a project place for sure. It needs, you know, it's a project, but it's cute project. Okay, first reaction, just getting out. It is so peaceful and quiet here. It's like, I don't hear a thing. And that is like one of my biggest hopes for this place, is that it's just a peaceful, quiet little Alaskan cabin. So far, so good. Let's see, we're gonna go check it out. All right, we're going in. We're going in. You ready to go in? Whoa! Whoa! I love this. Oh man. Wow. This did not photograph well. It did not video well. I love it. Like, I don't know if it's translating over the camera, but like, what do you think?
It's real nice.
Temporary toilet with the little flip open lid. Looks like a bucket full of sawdust. And if you need to do any washing, got a bucket for washing. That's great. It's in like really good sturdy shape. Wonder if that works. This is so, oh man, I like love this cabin already. The downstairs is way bigger than it looked like on video. Got a wood stove here and a backup, looks like a propane burner, so 2 sources of heat. That's good. Let's see the wood stove. Oh, it's got a top fill. Okay, good. Opens, looks in pretty good shape. The flue pipe looks really good. The pictures in the video that I saw of this they just didn't capture how big it is. It's a very dark cabin, so it's hard to photograph right. Everything's got this nice rustic but sturdy look to it. Behind the door we have like miscellaneous, not hooked up, don't use that one. Just some random tools, broom and dustpan, always need that in your dirty off-grid cabin. Your Folgers container full of nuts and bolts and screws, that's good. Okay, here's the whole thing, wow. It's made by all these just 6x6s, square 6x6 lumber, just stacked and screwed together. It's a simple kind of build, but it's strong. It's got some insulation, and then you got your floor joists up above. Okay, so there's kind of a look at the downstairs. Upstairs? Mm-hmm. Let's go upstairs. I want to see upstairs. I was so nervous. This is such a big thing. We've been looking for so long for a place, and on the pictures it looked good, but like, this is like, look at how cute this is. Look at this little custom made. All right, up we go. Stairs. Wow. This is huge. This is so much. It looks, oh man, this balcony. Holy cow. It's so quiet on this porch. It's got this really nice, just private, you're surrounded by all these nice spruce trees, so you got that privacy. But there is a couple spots where you can look out and you can see a really nice view over there, some of the mountains. Oh, love it, love it. At first glance, the cabin had everything we were looking for. A living room, a kitchen, a space we could put in a bathroom, a whole second floor, a porch, a balcony. But now we really wanted to get a feel for the cabin, see if it was a good fit for us. And we were really fortunate because the owner allowed us to stay there for a couple of days to see if we liked it. Okay, so we encountered our first little speed bump. Not a big deal, but it is a small speed bump. There's a cook stove in the cabin. Hooked it up to propane to get it to work, and it doesn't. So, not sure why it doesn't work, but it is late, and although it doesn't look it, dinner tonight. We stopped and got supplies on the way in. Giant tub of Skippy. This episode brought to you by a giant tub of Skippy. Just already made food, and we're gonna crash and sleep, and then tomorrow We're gonna do a really in-depth, really like intense inspection on the place.
Rustic PB&J.
I'm gonna make a dinner of champions here. Perfect PB&J.
What you're gonna need is jelly, peanut butter, and Alaskan bread. Now you're going to take 2 slices. You can do one's just fine. Now this is where it gets tricky. You're gonna take a knife and you're gonna go peanut butter first. Never go jelly first. If you do jelly first, you will screw up your sandwich and it will not be appropriate for consumption. Once your peanut butter is fully spread, take your butter knife, do not use a cutting knife, and spread your jelly. Not as much as the peanut butter, but just a little less.
Raspberry
Make sure you get
fancy feaster over here.
an even spread across your bread. Now we are going to begin stacking. You put the jelly half onto the peanut butter half. And now you have a done sandwich fit for an off-gritter.
But look at that, it's like a poster of peanut butter and jelly. Did I bring any soap? I don't think I did. Oh man, I'm gonna use Dawn dish soap. So now I have to do the old wet wipe shower. And that'll have to do for tonight. Proper shower in town tomorrow. Man, I have been across the country, 2 airports. Oh man, I forgot to pack any soap. So we're gonna do just a splash of Dawn dish soap. Moist wipe. Oh.
All right, enjoy yourself.
But I just want to be a little bit clean. I forgot to pack a pillow, so go with the old paper towel roll. Let's try the old paper towel under the bivy sack hood for size. See how that works. Oh, let's see. Well, it's firm. Oh, I don't know. That doesn't
Use
feel.
the cushion.
The cushion. Cushion's a better idea. Maybe I'll use the couch cushion. Oh, this does not work. Don't try this at home. Scratch that idea. At first glance, we really liked the cabin, but I needed to get a really thorough inspection. It's a big investment to buy a cabin, and I wanted to make sure that everything was sound. So the next day, I planned on crawling over every inch of the cabin to see if it would work for us. Well, good morning. It's day 2 of our cabin investigation. Our first night. What'd you think of the first night in the cabin?
It was better than the airport floor.
Yes, definitely better than the airport floor. It was super quiet.
It was.
And peaceful, and it was nice and dark. So yeah, it was a good first night. So, time to enjoy the peace and quiet of Alaska. With the coffee finished, it was time to inspect the cabin. We want to do a really good inspection outside on the cabin, underneath the cabin. I did go out into the rain just to see, how the rain's falling on the roof, how the rain's coming down the sides. Is it getting in anywhere on the cabin that we don't want it to? We want to do a good inspection on the inside here, but it's pretty dark right now. It was a lot brighter yesterday when the sun was shining. Ooh, we have, as you can see, some very good lights with us, so we can get a good idea of what we're looking at. like when you walk in the cabin, over here you have your staircase. This creates a really natural, easy spot for shoe storage, coat hanging, and you can see that was already being used. Now we move over into the kitchen. So we have the kitchen area of the cabin, and it's actually a great layout for a cabin kitchen. I love, with a small space, having a big L kitchen up against the wall. You don't lose any space to, floating islands or anything, so it's very open. So plenty of room there. Here we have what's definitely gonna be like the living room, enjoying sitting area, cozy area. We got the wood stove. There's already a couch here, which it's just showing it's a universal design here. This is where you come and you sit, you enjoy the warmth of the fire. You got a nice view outside in the cabin and behind the cabin there. So a cozy place to sit and enjoy. I wanna say quiet, peace and quiet, but in this cabin, there will never be peace and quiet unless all the children are outside playing. So at least you'll be able to enjoy the coziness by the fire and time together. Up to this point, everything passed my inspection. There was just one more really important thing I had to sign off of. Well, I've put this off for far too long. There comes a time in every off-grid adventure where you have to use the outhouse. Like a moose track right here. I mean, not a bad outhouse. If it didn't face right down the driveway, I'd probably leave the door open, but there we go. I survived. I looked all over the cabin. It wasn't perfect, but nothing ever is. For the most part, I liked everything I saw. This was an opportunity I could not pass up. It was time to pull the trigger. We came here to do our due diligence. So we flew out here and we've spent the last couple days crawling all over the cabin, meeting the neighbors, getting to know the area. And today, we're going to make the purchase. A little bit nervous, mostly I'm just really excited to be a little owner of Alaska. So we hopped in the car, we drove to town, stopped to take a few pictures of some moose. Oh, that's a great shot. Wow, that's great footage, bud. And then I bought the cabin. It was time to celebrate, and we could think of no better off-grid feast than a bowl of off-grid ramen.
You let the water come to a boil.
Boil 2 cups of water in a saucepan.
Or patch it in.
There we go. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff.
It's so easy.
Ooh yeah, it smells good. Soup's on.
Now I guess we'll eat them out of the pot or a cup.
Eat them out of. You take a slurp, I take a slurp. Let's try it. It's good. First lunch at the cabin. We had one day left at the cabin, and seeing as I now own this cabin and eventually was going to be moving into the cabin, I wanted to get a little bit of work done. So we did a little bit of maintenance on the cabin. We filled in some holes. We got the sink up and running so that we could actually use it. That is a beautiful thing. We'd done as much as we could, but it was time to go back to Pennsylvania and begin what would be an incredible journey. Moving our family, 9 of us, across 2 countries, off-grid, in the wilds of Alaska. I'll see you in less than 2 weeks. Just got on the highway for what's going to be a 4,500-mile trip. We did it! We are here now in Alaska, and we hit the ground running. We have got an incredible amount of work done on this cabin. We've already made some huge improvements that's gonna make this so much nicer for our family. Plumbing and some solar systems. There's so much work to do. No time to waste, no time to relax, only work. Off-Grid Challenge Season 2. The fact of the matter is, it took us 15 years to be able to buy ourselves a house. It's gonna take a lot more work to make it our family's home. We'd love to show you all the progress we've made already, and really this entire process of turning this off-grid cabin into a home for our family. We'd like to do an episode every week. There's one little issue. Although I was able to put a deposit on this cabin, I don't own it outright. I still have to pay off the cabin, and things have changed here on YouTube. We no longer make the money that we used to make from our YouTube videos, so we don't earn as much as we once did. Last month, our channel, all the videos on our channel, 10 years of working on this platform, it earned us $1,800. So we're excited to announce we're going to be launching a Patreon. For as little as $1 a month and up from there, you can help us produce a video every single week. And in return, of course, there are some benefits to being patrons. For $5 a month, you can see every upcoming episode of this series commercial free on Patreon. We're gonna be doing some live campfire chats from the cabin, so patrons and Homesteady pioneers will be able to join us for those. There's even a premium tier for those of you out there who would like to do this, who would like to build a homestead, build a business, maybe run a YouTube channel and actually profit despite it being so hard to these days. So if you have those goals, there's a premium tier where you can work directly with me every single month to further your homestead and business goals. Click right here to check out everything that we have to offer through Patreon and help us create one episode a month. Our goal is to get $2,000 a month from our Patreon so that we can focus on making an episode every single week. Or you can become a Homesteady pioneer and get access to our Pioneer Library. Either of those will help us reach our goal. And I can't wait to show you everything that we're doing here at this off-grid cabin.